Welcome back to the Female Founder World podcast. This is part 2 with the founder of Behave, Mayssa Chehata, and we are going into your resource recommendations. In part 1, you spoke about to be magnetic and you're a big manifestation girly like me, which we love. But we've spoken about that. What are some of the other things that have been helping you both like personally as you up level as a leader, but also just like those tactical little things in the business that you recommend other people check out? Books, podcasts, anything.
Oh, I could go on for days. So I'll just start. I mentioned in the pod that I read a book about manifestation that was part of pushing me over the cliff to leave my corporate job. That book is You Are a Badass. It's like the yellow book cover by Jen Sincero. It's very elementary, rudimentary manifestation, but it's like it was a great gateway drug for me. And obviously I've gone so much deeper since then. The To Be Magnetic program is like a must and a staple for me. The annual challenges, I feel like I truly like things come through every year when I do the summer challenge and the winter challenge. I think it's really important to be well resourced from like a support perspective. And I think when you start the founder journey, something I hear from a lot of people starting out is like, oh shit, you can't just talk to your friends about this stuff.
Yes, it's so true.
Yeah. And you can't like, and I think what a lot of us do in the beginning is like we bring it all to our partner or we bring it all to our, mom or dad or sibling. I was bringing a lot, and shout out Miska, my sister, like she has, heard me cry through many, distraught moments in the business. But that's not her job and it's not fair to put that on her. So, therapist first and foremost, I really think it's crucial. And then if you can bring in like any business coaching as well alongside of it. It's one of those things where it can be so hard to spend that money, but it's better to what's the saying? Like it's better to don't address the problem after it's gotten out of control. There's a saying
Prevention's
for it that,
better than the cure.
Yeah, exactly. So like get ahead of it. Even when it feels like, oh, this is a lot of money to be spending and things don't feel crazy right now. Like they're about to feel crazy.
Yeah.
So getting ahead of that.
Do you have a coach or anyone that you recommend that you've worked with or other people have worked with that you think is great?
Yes. The coach I work with on the business side is Goalie. I hope I don't mispronounce her last name, Avrani. And she has sort of like a spiritual lens into the business. So like I can talk about my manifestation, like weird girl stuff with her. She like picks up, I think, on a lot of the energetics behind what's happening. And I really love that. I'm like very woo-woo spiritual. I like my therapist is as well. So I lean more on that side of the spectrum, but she's still very tactical and she can really like provide that advice. I feel like a lot of the big pivotal decisions that we needed to come to in the business, she really helped get us there. But in a very like nurturing and understanding way. So I really love working with Goalie.
Amazing. Okay, business besties, let's switch gears for a second. Real quick, I want to talk to you about this season's presenting sponsor, Vistaprint. They are sponsoring this entire season of the Female Founder World podcast, and we love a supportive sponsor. So much so that we're actually working with Vistaprint ourselves to create the merch and all of those beautiful event perks that you know and love from our in real life Female Founder World events. If you haven't heard of Vistaprint, here's what you need to know. Vistaprint helps all kinds of business owners print all kinds of marketing products like super professional business cards, fun merch, eye-catching flyers and brochures, and a whole bunch more. And it's all completely custom, so you can do whatever you want. Whatever you're imagining right now, Vistaprint can print it. And if you're wondering if you're ready to be a designer girly, their easy-to-use website makes it super simple. Plus, they have designers on hand to help you if you really need it. Right now, Vistaprint is giving all Female Founder World podcast listeners a little something, 25% off your first order at vistaprint.com. Use the code FFW25 at checkout and step up your branding game. We put a link in the show notes if you want to learn more. And then on the like more, I guess, like tactical businessy stuff, are there any like Shopify apps that you use, any tools that you use for, I don't know, email, influencers, anything that's kind of like helpful that you think people should check out?
Yeah, I'm a huge Superhuman proponent. Superhuman email. It just like pulls in your Gmail, but once, take a day or two to learn the shortcuts, and they call it faster email. And I didn't understand what that meant at first. I was like, is the internet connection faster? But it's faster because once you learn the shortcuts, you can move through your inbox so quickly. And I'm like like an inbox zero, always striving for inbox zero, always like a little anxious when I have like hundreds of emails. So I really appreciate and need that. And, an agency that I really, really recommend, I've worked with them. I had hired them in at Daily Harvest. I had worked with them in past roles. And then we've worked with them at Behave, is called Diolouge.
Okay.
And their model is it's all focused on micro influencer gifting. But what I love about, there's so many gifting agencies where it's kind of a spray and pray approach, right? It's like, we'll gift 100 influencers every month and we'll see how many post. I love with Diolouge that they guarantee the posting. So if you've gifted 100 people, 100 people will post. And so that makes it like a really high impact effort and just much higher ROI.
For people who are like the paid Business Bestie members, we actually have a workshop recording with one of the team members who did like
amazing.
an influencer marketing workshop. So guys, log in, look in your dashboard, look under marketing, and it'll be in there.
Yeah, great one.
Awesome. Okay, anything else?
I mean,
that's a lot. No pressure. That's like great stuff.
No, the one I love to tack on, and we touched on it in the pod, is just the plant medicine. Like that has been.
Tell me about this.
The plant medicine has been really important for me. The first time I took mushrooms was the summer before I launched my business. Like.
Okay, I did not think the conversation was going here, but I'm really into it.
Just kind of dipped my toe into it. And since then, I'm someone, I know there's people who are like, I microdose every day or every quarter I do like a ceremony. I more so like let the mushrooms call me. Again, going on my woo-woo side. I would say they call me 2 to 3 times a year. And, I have my own sort of rituals and practices around it. But like opening my mind and my soul with the mushrooms, I think also we talk a lot in manifestation about rewiring neural pathways. If you have a neural pathway that has become like a ski slope for the thought that, let's say, I can't get any money. If that's like the ski slope that has been written in your brain, like since you were 6 years old, since you watched your parents struggle to get money, or someone told you because you're a woman, you'll never have any money. The only way you'll get money is to marry into it, whatever it is. That neural pathway is so deep. And I think we talk a lot in To Be Magnetic about how do we rewire the neural pathway through the meditation practice. The way I think about mushrooms is it's like a blizzard comes through with the mushroom, because your heart and your soul is open so deeply. It's almost like you can pour fresh snow over that ski slope that has been so entrenched. It's not an overnight solution. It's not like you take the mushrooms and now you're a billionaire and you'll never have struggles with your thoughts around money ever again. But it's like such a leapfrog, I would say, in like moving a new belief forward.
That's very, very interesting. Okay, Mayssa, this has been very cool. Thank you so much for your recommendations. And if anyone has missed the first episode, obviously go back. You need all the context, and your story is really, really incredible. For people that want to find you and find Behave, where should they go?
So Behave, we're Eat Behave on Instagram and TikTok, eatbehave.com. You can also find us on Amazon. And then I am at Mayssa on Instagram and at Mayssa Chehata on TikTok.
Amazing. Do you use an agency for Amazon, or are you guys figuring it out yourself?
We use an agency. We use EPA, and Alon is the owner at EPA, and we have really had a great experience.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just wanted to jump in and end the show with a quick thank you and shout out to all of our paid Business Bestie subscribers. For $9 a month, Business Besties bypass literally years of networking by getting access to all of the people that you need to build your dream business. Besties get access to exclusive in-person meetups in cities all across the US, Australia, and the UK. You get access to our group chat and you get to bypass the waitlist. You also get invited to exclusive monthly group business coaching call sessions where you can speak to experts and founders and ask them all of those questions that you just can't Google. It's $9 a month. You can cancel anytime. Head to bestie.femalefounderworld.com or click the link in the show notes for